Last question. Will Arsenal win the league?
No. But I said Leicester wouldn't win the league. They won't win the league. Manchester City will win the league. And I think Manchester United will finish second. And I know that will annoy Arsenal fans. And it's annoyed them all season. And do you know something? I hope Arsenal win the league. I'd rather have Arsenal win the league than Manchester City. I think it'd be absolutely sensational for the Premier League.
Is that as an analyst or as a fan?
No, as an analyst and a fan. You know, when I think about watching the Premier League, we've seen City sweep up almost, apart from Liverpool, haven't we, in 5 years? To think Arsenal can come through and win it, it adds to our league. It makes our league great. Of course, I'd love Manchester United to come and win it, but that I don't think is going to happen this season. So I'd love Arsenal to win it more than Manchester City. Of course I would. But the reality of it is, I think Manchester City will just, at some point, hit a run. And once they hit a run, they've got to play Arsenal twice. Arsenal have obviously got all the big games to come, because so have City. And look, City, I have to say, we should mention yesterday, ask the question, is Erling Haaland not getting the service, or does he need to do more?
Is he the problem or the solution?
No, I asked that question. I was watching that game yesterday saying, is he not getting the service, or does he need to do more? Then the answer might be both. But I was watching it thinking, I'm going to analyse this over the next couple of weeks and just look at his performances in games. Does he need to do more, or does he need to be patient, hold his position in the centre of the goal like we were admiring him for earlier in the season, and wait for those chances to come and he'll get 30, 40 goals, whatever it's going to be. But that's something I thought yesterday. If Erling Haaland starts to kick on, if City start to purr, that defence starts to shore up a little bit more than it maybe has done. I think you need Diaz back in if they can. I think City will win it. And I think that at some point there will be a very difficult period for Arsenal in this season. Is it conceivable that Arsenal are going to continue as they are? I don't think it is. Is it conceivable that they will draw 2 and lose 1 in a 3-game period? And if they did that, their lead's gone. And all of a sudden the pack's up with them. So that's what I think is going to happen. I think we're going to see a traditional Premier League season whereby a team goes out, front runner, what they call used to in the marathon race. It's like a pacemaker. Pacemaker. And then they'll get drawn back in a little bit. But I still think that this season for Arsenal is going to be far better than I ever imagined it would be. And I'll say this, Arsenal fans, because I know that you'll batter me because you have been doing for the last 4 months. I hope you win it. I hope you win it, because I think for Mikel Arteta, it's so difficult for young managers to break that Conte, Klopp, Ancelotti, Guardiola, Mourinho into that mould of those. It's so difficult now for young managers to grow into be one of those super managers. Ten Hag's trying to do it obviously as well. You can't break them. You lose your job before you break them, then you don't get another one. Mikel Arteta wins the league this season, he breaks into that bunch. And that's something that would be really... And he's doing it anyway, because his football that he's playing is fantastic. But he needs to win that trophy. That's the trophy that, a Champions League, a Premier League. They're the super managers, the ones that win those trophies. So, fingers crossed that they do win it if... Manchester United can't, which I don't think they can, because I'd rather have that for the Premier League, obviously, and Manchester City have won too many titles for me.